fighter has the highest fight IQ?
I don't think there's nobody in the game that has the fight IQ that I have.
Off the charts.
His IQ
the
is
highest
insane.
fight IQ maybe ever.
This guy hits hard. He's tough. He's this, he's that. And this guy has a dream. But my fight IQ will win this fight.
Welcome to the Fight IQ podcast. We're back with another episode. The teams for the Global Fight League have been announced officially. And today we're going to be running through all the teams, just kind of yapping about them a little bit, saying what we think about them. And at the end, we're going to give each team a score from 1 to 5 based on how stacked we think the team looks, how we think they're going to do throughout the season or whatever they're going to have. I still yet to see how this is going to unfold. But before we get into all that, let's chat a little bit about the teams, their managers, and their coaches, because we got the list on the GFL website right here. We'll start with Team London. We got Luke Barnett and Carl Prince. Probably the least known out of all of these managers / coaches. I'm really interested to see how this goes. I don't know. I mean, they don't have the name value and the reputation of all the other coaches and managers here that we're going to get into in a second, so we'll see what's Gucci with that.
Yeah, I don't know, man. For some reason, I feel like even their draft picks weren't the strongest. We're going to get into that when we talk about Team London, but I just have a feeling these are going to be the very early underdogs for the season, and however they choose to broadcast this.
Yeah, I think they get seeded, so like maybe they get seeded last. I could see them getting seeded. If it's a bracket system like that, I could see them getting seeded last. Let's move on to Team Dubai, though, because I just want to run through these really quickly so we can talk about the actual fighters. Team Dubai looking really good. Manager Cain Velasquez and Coach Javier Mendez. That seems to be like a golden pair right there.
Absolutely, man. And you'll notice a lot of the Dagestani fighters are also sticking with Javier Mendez. They have that connection to Habib's camp. Yeah. So they're going to probably, be very influenced in that as well.
Yeah, absolutely.
Really strong pick for the beginning of the season.
Yeah. All right, moving on to Sao Paulo. We got, people that make sense for Sao Paulo. Lyoto Machida, awesome to have as a manager. Andre Pederneiras, great to have as a coach. I think they could do pretty well, although, as we're going to get into in a second, they seem to really pick very regionally. Every single fighter they picked is from South America, so we'll see if that's going to hurt them or not. Moving on to Miami. Thiago Alves and Conan Silveira, another great pair. The American top team duo, and their picks really reflect that as well.
Yeah, for sure, man. They got a lot of their homegrown guys competing in this season.
Moving on to Los Angeles, Vanderlei Silva and Rafael Cordeiro. I almost said Vanderlei Silva versus Rafael Cordeiro, but this pair could be interesting. This is like, I don't know, man. I don't know what to think about this one. They're two goofy ass dudes.
Yeah, they're hella goofy, man, and I just feel like they're just that whole King's MMA gym is pretty known for the school of hard knocks. They spar really hard out there. You got Marvin Vittori out of that gym.
Kelvin Gastelum used to train there.
Yeah, RDA trains there. So very well respected gym. Very interesting to see this combination. Vanderlei trained there for a while too. So did Fabricio Werdum. Yeah. It's going to be awesome to see them.
All right, and the last one we got, New York. Ray Longo looks absolutely insane in this photo.
What's going on with Ray Longo?
What is up with his face? And then we don't know who the manager is going to be. If we don't know who it's going to be and it's not announced yet, I say put Ali Aquinta as the manager.
Yeah, that would be actually pretty hilarious.
I want to see that because it seems like we're going with fighters for the manager, but I don't know if it's like the managers are fighting for the team. I'm not exactly sure. I don't think Cain Velasquez is fighting.
I think the manager role is going to be, as a fighter, how would they manage all of the fighters, Yeah. I don't think, I think they're going to be overseeing a lot of things. Okay. And they'd be like, all right, because if you notice they're all champions, I want to say, minus Thiago Alves. I don't think he ever was champ. And I don't know who Luke Barnett is, but he has an MMA record.
Yeah, I think it's like 15-10 or something. So
it's ridiculous.
Yeah.
But I think the way that my assumption is going to be is they're probably going to direct how the team is going to, be.
That makes sense. Mm-hmm. And with that being said, let's move on to the actual teams themselves. And I'm doing this completely randomly. Honestly, I didn't know what team was going to show up first. I don't know what team's going to show up next. I kind of just put them in a random order, so we'll kind of see. But we're starting with Team Los Angeles, which I think we have decided is probably the worst team.
I think I looked through these before, and I think London might be the worst team. LA has some sleepers on them. One of the sleepers that I noticed right away is going to be for the women's strawweight division. It's going to be Lima Lay McFarland, former Bellator champ, very dominant there. I see her running through a lot of the competition if she can make the weight. She was fighting at flyweight, and she's known to miss weight quite a bit, so we'll see how she does. Other than that, though, man, I honestly believe that other than Chad Mendes, Lorenz Larkin is probably like the best fighter out of all of them.
Yeah, looking at here, I was just going to say Chad Mendes. He's really like my only pick on here that I think – I think, maybe Uriah Faber could do really well. We were talking about like – before what would happen if Uriah Faber fought Marlon Moraes. That would be kind of a banger, like a low-key banger. But I don't know, man. It's Tony Ferguson on an 8-fight skid. Man, Uriah Hall hasn't really fought in a while other than like I think he did like a boxing fight like 2 years ago.
And I think he lost too.
Yeah, it ain't looking good. Sage Northcutt, Ray Borg, Leslie Smith, whatever. Jessica Penne is kind of a dog. But,
she's fighting at atomweight too, so that'll be interesting.
That could be pretty, interesting. Yeah, obviously UFC doesn't have an atomweight division. Could get kind of interesting. Yeah, Dawoon Jung down in the corner, left-hand corner here, almost going unnoticed. We got former champion Rashad Evans.
We got
former champion Frank Mir.
Former interim champion Tony Ferguson on
That's
Team
true.
LA.
We'd be remiss if we didn't mention Tony. But
one thing I want to speculate on is, do you think they're going to let him juice? Because a lot of these people are juicing age.
I sure hope so. Yo, pump Tony Ferguson with everything that they have. I want to see a juiced up Tony Ferguson.
What if we see juiced up like Bane version of Tony Ferguson? That would be crazy.
Dude, I'm here for it. I would absolutely love that. I don't think these guys are under any sort of testing company here.
I don't want them to be.
No, I don't want them to be either. Especially Chad Mendes, bro. You see jacked up Chad Mendes in BKFC. That's what I want to see.
Mm-hmm.
I want to see.
If they want to compete with any of the other organizations, they have to let them just juice to the gills. All of them. Fuck it.
All right, let's move on though, because we could yap about this forever. The next team, Team New York. Ooh. I kind of like this team, man.
Sleeper team for sure.
Yeah, this is a sleeper team. Obviously, Team New York, we got Ray Longo and a mystery manager. We don't know who that is yet. So, obviously, we had to have Chris Weidman on the team. Where does Kevin Lee fit into all this? I think he'll do pretty well here, honestly. Jimmy Rivera, bro. People forget, dude. Jimmy Rivera on the same season of The Ultimate Fighter as TJ Dillashaw. I think, right? I'm pretty sure he was. But
I don't know, man. Jimmy Rivera, what was it? His karate school, the Tiger Claw. I can't remember what school he would represent, but
Tiger Schulman's. Tiger Schulman's, yeah.
I would always try and get hype for Jimmy Rivera fights, dude, and they would just never.
Dude, he's actually like one of those guys who's a really good round one fighter. Like he gives everyone a really tough fight in round one, and then he just fades.
I'm stoked to see Dylan Dennis.
Bro, Dylan Dennis.
They're gonna cater Dylan Dennis.
He's gonna pull out of his first fight.
No way, bro.
Dude, I swear he's gonna pull out.
He's been laying low, dude. He needs money. He has to get paid somehow, dude. So I feel like
that's true.
They're going to cater to him if they're smart.
Bro, we got the
They're gonna give him a layup, bro.
Dude, that's true. Nah, they will.
They'll give him a layup.
We got Alexei Oleinik, bro, the boa constrictor. We got Philip Hawes. Oof.
That's a bad pick.
Hopefully he doesn't get a power puncher in the first matchup. That's all I'll say. We got former champ Holly Holm, dude. 44-year-old Holly Holm. That's pretty wild. Yeah, man. This one's not looking too good, honestly.
Nah, it's a terrible team.
Yeah, this one's not looking good at all. We said this was a sleeper team, but honestly, it ain't. This is pretty bad.
By the way, I don't think we gave LA a rating.
Oh.
I'm gonna give LA a 2 out of 5.
Let me bring it back up real quick. All right. LA. Bro, I'm going to give LA a solid... Yeah, I'm going to give it a 2 out of 5 because really the only notable people that I think will do well are Chad Mendez and probably Alimale McFarland. That's probably it.
You don't even know if she's going to make weight, bro.
Nah, but if she does, she'll probably just dominate everybody. Tony Ferguson probably won't do that well unless he's juiced up. So yeah, I'd give it a solid 2 out of 5. It's pretty bad. All right, now let's return to Team New York. Man, this is even worse. I'm going to give this a 1 out of 5.
Yeah, man, you gotta.
Yeah, this is a bad team.
Like, who do you see being a fucking champ out of this list here?
Nobody. Not Kevin Lee.
Definitely not Kevin Lee, bro.
Who's their best chance, man? Alexei Oleinik, because heavyweight is weird.
I'm like not even trying to be funny. I was like, I could see Alexei Oleinik sleeping,
Absolutely.
Like Ezekiel choking everybody all the way up into the top.
Absolutely. Or OSP just Von Fluing everybody. Let's move on to the next one. Team Dubai. Now, Team Dubai, they know how to pick it. Right away, jumping off the page, I'm seeing Damir Ismagulov. I'm seeing Derek Brunson. I'm seeing the legend Todd Duffy, dude. Todd Duffy is like built like a superhero. He had that like 7-second or 8-second knockout back in the day, which at the time was like the fastest knockout in the UFC. Like at the time it happened, I think. Mm-hmm. I'm seeing Luke Rockhold. I'm seeing Timur Valiev. I'm seeing, oh man, that's pretty much it. But that's enough, dude. That's enough.
Even Abubakar Nurmagomedov, bro.
Even him, yeah. Not good enough for the UFC, but he's a Nurmagomedov.
Yeah, man. And so you know that Habib's going to be there. You know that Islam's going to be there. You know, like these are really well-trained athletes. These are people that have been training together for a long time, very similar to like that ATT system that they got over there where they're going to have a lot of their own fighters on their team. So I feel like, you know, with that type of synergy, you got to go maybe 4 out of 5.
I'd give this a 4 out of 5 for sure. I could see, dude, straight up, I could see Damir Ismagulov becoming the lightweight champion. I'm not even kidding. I could see Rockhold being the middleweight champion.
I could see Rockhold, you know.
Tyron Woodley is getting nowhere close to that title. Just being honest, man. You get knocked out by Jake Paul, I think your aura is gone.
I think they have the weakest, you know, female fighters in all the female divisions.
Probably, yeah.
I think maybe London might have worse, but
yeah. Now, I'm going to give this a solid 4 out of 5.
Yeah, I see Luke Rockhold being a sleeper pick here.
Yeah, dude, no joke, too. I could see Todd Duffy becoming heavyweight champion.
Yeah, man.
How old is Todd Duffy? Is he under 40 still?
Maybe. Dude, who knows if any of these guys are under 40, dude.
Bro, Todd Duffy juiced up is sleeping everybody. Unless he's just, like, ridiculously slow now.
Yeah, dude. It might be. We gotta like kind of temper our expectations.
All right. But listen, if we don't get hype, it's like we gotta hype ourselves up, you know?
Yeah, man. I hope there's steroids involved. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah, for sure. We can only hope. Let's move on to the next one. Team Sao Paulo. Now, they do have a couple good names on here, particularly Douglas Lima. Henan Barao, way past his time, man. There was a time where Henan Barao was the fucking best. Man, Shogun, bro.
Yeah, we got
and Shoeface. We got Shoeface.
Yo, Shoeface, former PFL champ.
Yeah.
We got Alexandra Lara. She's really fun. Former Bellator fighter. Alex Oliveira, dude.
He's fun. He's
really fun, man. He's always down to scrap. So I feel like around this type of competition, he's going to do good.
We got Patricky Pitbull in here.
Oh, yeah, Pitbull. Very decorated fighter from Bellator. I want to say he was champ, has wins over Michael Chandler.
Yep.
You know, so he's a good pick.
Let's see.
Who else we lightweight too.
We got Rafael Assunção, which, you know, he'll be something. He'll win a fight or two.
He'll be there, for sure.
He'll be there. Fabricio Verdum. I mean, I could see, like, if all the strikers are just old and slow at heavyweight, Fabricio Verdum just fucking clinches, takes everybody down, and subs them all. Because, dude, look, if you're an old heavyweight, you're going to be super slow.
Yeah.
Like in the striking department, you're going to be very slow. He's going to see
pack
that
his
shit
lunch
coming.
if he tries to take down Olenek, dude.
Oh, bro, Fabricio Verdum versus Olenek. Did we even talk about that potential in the other video?
No.
Let that fight happen, please. I want to see it. And I think there's one more. Oh, what would we give this? What would we give this from 1 to 5?
3.
3.
I mean,
Do you see anyone becoming champion?
Oh, dude, if that's the case, man, I really do think Patricio Pitbull might be like the
Patricky?
Yeah, Patricky Pitbull might be the lightweight one.
Man, I don't know about that, dude. I don't think he's beaten Damir Ismagulov.
What?
I don't think so, bro. You see that fucking spinning back kick knockout highlight of Damir just like 2 or 3 months ago?
Dude, but he still got cut, bro.
Bro, I think he actually decided to leave the UFC. He lost a fight to Arman Sarukian like 3 years ago, and then I think he left. Damn. I'm not 100% sure. Don't quote me on that, but I'm almost positive after he lost that fight to Arman Sarukian, he just dipped.
Damn.
And then he came back and is like sleeping fools outside the UFC.
Yeah, man, I got to go 3 on this one, bro.
All right. I'll be with you there.
I'm just.
I don't feel that strongly enough about it to give it a 2. I don't really care.
Dude, honestly, Alejandra Lara is like the coolest fighter on this list.
I don't even know who she is, but I'll take your word for it.
And that's just because she paints her face cool, bro. That's really it.
Oh, okay, yeah, no, that sounds familiar. All right, I think we got one more. No, maybe we have 2 more. Yeah, we got 2 more. All right, Team Miami. Miami knew what they were doing.
Yo, Team Miami popped off. They cooked here.
Yeah, they cooked hard, bro.
They got fucking Yoel Romero. It's like they got Yoel.
They got Yoel.
Robelis de Spain.
Junior Dos Santos, Jeremy Stevens, fucking Anthony Pettis.
Thiago Santos.
Yeah, we're looking pretty good here.
They got Kat Zingano, dude. She might be a sneaky pick at bantamweight.
That is a sleeper. She's got some old woman strength now. She's always been like strong.
Yeah, she's always been strong, and she's always had knockout power, man. Like even in that fight against Amanda Nunes, she was able to fucking beat her up, dude.
That was what caused Amanda to like become champion. After that, she was like, "Yo, fuck this! I'm just gonna beat the shit out of everybody."
Yeah, they got Anthony Pettis. Yeah. Paige Van Zandt. I don't think she's gonna do well, but she's gonna bring eyes to the sport. I think she's always been terrible.
Yeah.
But we'll see if she's improved her game.
Yeah, absolutely. I think she's an example of like you have one exciting fight and then everybody just like remembers that and thinks every fight's going to be exciting and hopes.
Are you talking about that Beck Rawlings where she like did that two touch kick?
No,
I did the low kick and the high kick.
No, it was a UFC fight, and I'm not I'll be completely honest, I forget with whom it was, but I remember that she had an exciting fight, like either her debut or her second fight in the UFC.
It has to be the Beck Rawlings one, man.
Maybe, possibly.
Yeah.
Dude, this like on paper is one of the best teams. I mean, in terms of GFL, as good as it can be for GFL, I'm giving this team a 5.
Yeah, I think this one's going to get a 5 because the only thing that was, really affecting it is I was really grading the entire team.
Yeah.
In each of these, and I feel like this whole team is just killers. This is a very solid lineup of fighters. Minus Marina Agapova.
And Hannah Goldie. I mean, bro.
Hannah Goldie's not good either. I mean, Paige Van Zandt's not good either. But like,
no, pretty bad.
I feel like Hector Lombard can do well. Anthony Pettis can do well. Jeremy Stevens can do well.
Hector Lombard is like ageless and timeless.
Exactly. Hector Lombard, as he gets older, he gets more power.
Crazy.
But Thiago Santos, if he's on the juice, he's probably going to be a killer.
Yeah. Robelis de Spain, I could see doing really well here.
He's been killing it, man. He just got another knockout in karate combat. Yeah. He's 2 for 2 there.
Yeah. All right. So we'll give this one a 5.
Mm-hmm.
I don't want to be too judgmental. Give it a 5. And moving on to the last one. Team London. This one's interesting.
This is a very...
On paper, this is odd.
I think I see the common thing here. They have all of the Canadians, and they also have all of the European fighters.
Yeah, that makes sense. And then randomly they have Benson Henderson. He's just in the middle, like it's like a class photo, and one dude's making a weird face. He's just like sticking out, dude.
Yeah, man, Benson Henderson. I think he's the only American, bro. Yeah, he is.
He is. Josephine Knudsen, dude. Josephine Knudsen is going to do well. I don't even know why she got cut from the UFC. I mean, she's coming off of 2 like kind of bad performances, I think. I mean, I know she kind of got quote unquote fraud checked in her last fight, but that's actually surprising that they let her go.
Dude, I'm just looking at this list. Their only good fighter is Alexander Gustafsson, bro.
Gegard Mousasi.
Oh, they have Mousasi?
Yeah,
all right,
bro,
yeah,
Gegard
okay.
Mousasi. He's their best hope.
Yeah, him.
Because it sure as hell ain't Mike Grundy.
It's not Grundy. It's not Tanner Boser. It's fucking not Alir Latifi.
Bro, honestly, Julia Budd, dude.
Is she fighting at bantamweight?
Yeah.
Yeah, she's fighting at bantamweight, bro. No.
Danny Roberts isn't half bad. Brett Johns used to be pretty good.
Norman Park.
And we got Gustafson. He could shake some things.
Tanner Boser will have a fun fight. You do Tanner Boser versus Rebellis de Spain.
No. First off, different weight class. Tanner Boser he moved down to light heavyweight like later in his career.
Damn.
I mean, he was always an undersized heavyweight. After the fight with Gane, I think that was like his realization. He was like, yo, fuck this. I'm not a heavyweight.
Tanner Boser versus Yoel Romero.
Dude.
Yeah,
Tanner Boser has a crazy chin.
I know.
He's got a crazy chin, dude. Yeah, man. We got goofy ass Alir Latifi on here. Man, who else? Sorry. Gegard Mousasi and Alexander Gustafsson are their best hope. I'm giving this a 2.
2?
I'm giving it a 2.
No way, bro.
The only guy who I have trust in is Gegard Mousasi.
No, man, because we gave a score of a 1.
Can we do half? Let's do 2.5.
2.5, dude? No, I'd say 1.5 if anything.
What?
Dude, they have 2 fighters.
Man. But they got like a couple people on here who like will do reasonably well. Benson Henderson will do reasonably well. Danny Roberts and Brett Johns will probably do decently well. Same with Tanner Boser, dude. I think a 2. I'm giving it a 2.
All right, bro. I'll meet you in the middle, man. 2.
All right. That's our ratings and descriptions and whatever you want to call it for all these teams. I don't know. I think we could get some potentially fun matchups out of this, and who knows? Maybe we'll react to some fights or whatever. Who knows? What do you think?
I think it's going to be a great time, man. Very interesting format that they have going on. And like I said, if they let these guys, like if they just let these guys, like they tell them when the drug test is going to be.
Yeah.
Like, hey, guys, we're going to drug test you on this day, just so everybody knows.
Yeah.
And, they just let people show up. I think it could actually be really fun.
Bro, I mean, a lot of these people, if we're being real, like, they've been cycling hard, and what? They're just going to make them just cut it out, like, out of the middle of nowhere and just be all flabby in the GFL cage or octagon or ring or whatever they're going to have.
I want to see Tony Ferguson show up to the GFL with a 6-pack and traps, dude.
Yeah.
And, he does that, he does that thing that Bruce Lee does, where he's just does that thing, and his fucking lats come out, dude.
Yeah.
I want to see that. So,
yeah,
I hope that they let him juice, and I think that that's really going to be the secret sauce in what happens.
All right.
Also, the broadcast was hilarious. They had Brandon Schaub and Mike Goldberg involved, and I was just like, well, "What are we doing?
Yeah,
what are we doing here?"
The goofiest bunch to have on the panel.
Yeah, and then fucking Robin Black was there.
I kind of like Robin Black.
Bink, you know what I'm saying?
Bink. He's a little outlandish, but he's fun.
Very flamboyant, but you know what I'm saying? It's a circus, but we all gotta go see the clowns every now and then.
Yeah, absolutely. Mm-hmm. And with that, that's really all we got to say on this. Hope you guys enjoyed, and pray to the MMA gods that we get juiced up Tony Ferguson, Yoel Romero, Chad Mendez, and the like. Catch you on the next one.
Peace. Like, comment, and subscribe.
Please. Appreciate it. Thank you.